What's a good word, everybody? Tiger727 here with a video response to Joe over at 4SoftCorners. Um, Relatively new channel, but his subs are climbing quick. I'm not sure how long he's been making videos, a few months, and he's over 100, well over 100 by now. So, but he's asking that we just show cards that, maybe are not perfect or don't present well, or maybe cards that people have that they want to upgrade or whatever. For me, I don't really worry about upgrading. I think maybe I have one card right now in my collection that I'd like to maybe get upgraded someday, and I'll show that one here shortly. It might be actually, I'll just talk about it right now. And the reason I bought it in a PSA 1, and all the cards I'm going to show today are not graded. Some are, some are not. But it's my 68 Tiger team set card. It's a PSA 1. But if you look up this card, this one's quite pricey. And, if I didn't want to buy anything else and I was just worried about this one card, or didn't want to buy anything else for a period of time, just save up, I could obviously afford one. But I just, I don't know. At the time, figured, you know what, I'll just go with the one. And even fours, fives, and sixes, I'd be completely content with. But even those are kind of pricey. So I'm content with the one. I did a video not that long ago. My 68 Tiger team set is complete. But with this one, you can see a crease down the middle. The corners are not good at all. And the photo of itself is actually kind of blurry, but I think that's kind of the case with no matter the condition of the card. I think the photo is just blurry from photos from the 60s. So, and the back doesn't look all that bad, really. Crease kind of coming through from the, but other than that, I'm content with it. I don't really worry too much about card condition. I mean, yeah, 10s are nice, 9s are nice, whatever the case may be. But you start getting into vintage, and to find anything close to a 9 or 10, one, if you really want to buy it, you're gonna shell out some money for it. Two, I don't know. I like having a little bit of wear on the cards, maybe a lot in some cases. And for me, if I have a card of, a Hall of Famer that's creased, and I'll show one here in a minute, or has horrible corners like this one I'll show right now, I don't care. I really don't. Here's a mantle. I think it's Richardson. Yeah, Bobby Richardson and Tom Tresh. This was in a collection I bought 2 summers ago, and it was in a top loader that was yellow beyond yellow. I believe it came from I should say I know just from the smell that it came from a smoking apartment or household. And once I took it out of the top loader, I could see it was, wasn't as yellowed as the top loader made it look. So the coloring's not, definitely not bad, but the corners definitely not good. But like I stated before, I don't care. It's a Mickey Mantle card, and I mean, in my opinion, no matter, especially vintage cards, if it's a mantle, if you're a collector, hang on to it. That's just my personal opinion. Obviously, we've got a lot of people out there selling them, dealers, people trying to upgrade, whatever the case may be, teach their own. Everybody has their own collecting thing, and this is mine. And I'll say it again, I don't care. It's a mantle, and I'm happy with it. I bought this from a friend of mine's card store quite a few years back. Ted Williams. Horrible crease. Crease is right down the middle, both horizontally and vertically. I don't remember what he had listed this card for, or what he was selling it for. 20, $30 maybe, if I have to guess. And I don't care. It's Ted Williams. And maybe part of the reason is that I don't care is because the stuff in better condition maybe I can't really afford, or don't want to spend that kind of money. But I just think that the edges, corners, creases, and cards show the history. Not so much history, but adds to the vintage of the card. And yeah, would a clean one be better? Yeah, probably. But for me, I'm very happy with this one, and this will be in my collection until I die and give it to my kids, or if I decide to sell stuff once I get older, because, collecting's getting a little bit too much for me, and, when I'm old and decrepit and I can't do anything. But other than that, it's in my collection and it's not going anywhere. I think I got this one in a trade. Norm Cash, Alkaline. Norm Cash unfortunately passed away back in the 80s. I believe it was the 80s. He drowned in the Traverse City, Michigan area. And then Alkaline, we all know he passed a couple years ago to natural causes. Kaline is obviously in the Hall of Fame. Cards obviously off center, both top and bottom. Don't care. Just happy to have the card. And there's the back. Bengal Belters. Pretty cool name. There was a guy locally selling a stack of cards last winter or spring maybe, and I bought a stack, I think, for, I don't know, $30, $25, $30. All vintage stuff. And I'm assuming this was hung on some kid's wall or something. Obviously, they cut the top off with scissors or something. But obviously, the two big names, Sandy Koufax, Don Drysdale. And again, don't care. It's still a Sandy Koufax card, and it's a Don Drysdale card. In the back, looks bad with the tape, the rip marks from the tape. But who knows what the history of this, whose wall did this card hang on, or somebody's gym locker or locker at school, or who knows what the case may be. It's just a cool looking card. And would it be nice to have a better copy? Sure, but why not have this one? And last but not least, and I showed this probably a month or two ago, just proving, I guess, not that I need proof, but showing that I really don't care. But this George Mullin SGC pour in a 1. Obviously, you can see the top there. I'll move it in a little bit, how bad the top looks. I mean, it actually looks like if the card was made out of, like solid wood instead of paper, it almost looks like a gouge out of the wood. It looks so bad. But when you flip it over, it doesn't look as bad. Obviously, you can see where it's damaged and a little cut there in the top of the card. But and as I mentioned in the video when I showed this card, it's from 1912. I don't think I need to say anything more. It's that old. And for what I got it for, and to have it part of my collection as a Tiger, it is what it is, and I'm extremely happy with it. And I'm not even looking to upgrade because I'm very content with this one, and it just happy to have it as part of my collection. So, Joe, I enjoy your channel. Keep showing some great cards. Hopefully your channel continues to grow. And go over and watch 4SoftCorners. A lot of good stuff. Fun videos. And that's all I got for you. We'll talk to you later.